This school year, the University of Rhode Island's SNAP-Ed program, along with the Rhode Island Healthy Schools Coalition and the Rhode Island Department of Education's Child Nutrition programs, would like to invite you to be a healthy school meals hero. Whether you are a lunchroom monitor, food service professional, school administrator, or volunteer, stick with us to review some tips and reminders for how you can help students take full advantage of the healthy foods offered in the National School Lunch Program. So why do we need healthy school meals heroes like you? Let's take a look. The National School Lunch Program and National School Breakfast Program are funded by the USDA to provide the healthy foods that kids need. School meals nutrition guidelines ensure that good nutrition is available to all students. Studies show that school meals promote health, well-being, healthy eating habits, and academic success, while also reducing rates of food insecurity and poverty. To be effective at strengthening nutrition security in our communities, school meals need to be healthy, tasty, and they need to follow federal guidelines so that schools can get reimbursed. Let's do a quick refresher on the school lunch meal pattern and the service model known as offer versus serve so that we're all on the same page about what counts when it comes to school meals. The National School Lunch Program meal pattern includes 5 components, which you can also think of as food groups. The 5 components are fruits and vegetables, which are both loaded with vitamins, minerals, and fiber to help students stay healthy and aid in digestion. Grains, such as whole grain bread, rice, and pasta, which have healthy carbohydrates to give kids energy and fiber to fill them up. Meat or meat alternate. These are foods that provide protein, such as beans, lentils, meat, chicken, cheese, yogurt, and nut or seed butters, and that help to keep muscles and cells healthy. And our last component is milk, which has calcium, vitamin D, and protein to keep bones and teeth strong. The rule is that foods from all 5 food components must be offered to students each day at lunch. The key word here is offer. Most schools are approved to use a type of meal service called offer versus serve. The goal of offer versus serve is to reduce food waste in school meal programs by permitting students to decline foods they do not intend to eat. According to offer versus serve, a meal is reimbursable, which is a fancy word meaning that it counts, so that the school will receive federal money for serving it, if it has foods from at least 3 components and one of those must be a fruit or vegetable. This means that students don't have to take all 5 foods. Let's take a look at a few examples of school lunches and decide whether they are reimbursable or not. Here is our first lunch: chicken, salad, and low-fat milk. Is it a reimbursable meal? Yes, it has foods from 3 different components: a meat alternate, vegetable, and milk, and it has a vegetable, the salad. Here is our next lunch: chicken, brown rice, and an orange. Is it a reimbursable meal? Yes, it has foods from 3 different components: a meat alternate, a grain, and a fruit, and it has a fruit, the orange. Many people mistakenly think that you have to have a milk for it to be a full reimbursable meal, but that's not true. As long as the student takes 3 different components, one being a fruit or vegetable, it counts. Here's another lunch: chicken, brown rice, and milk. Is it a reimbursable meal? No, this one is not. While it does have foods from 3 different components, a meat alternate, a grain, and milk, it does not have a fruit or vegetable, so it can't be counted for the school lunch program. Even with offer versus serve, some students may still need some encouragement to take and eat the healthy foods offered at school. Let's look at some ways you can help students make healthy choices in the lunchroom. What we say to students and how we say it is an important part of a positive, welcoming lunchroom environment. Try using some helpful phrases in the cafeteria. Helpful phrases may encourage students to try new foods by pointing out their sensory appeal, the taste, texture, color, or smell. An example is, "The peppers look really fresh and crunchy today." You can also help the student feel like they are in charge of their eating. For example, "What are you going to pick for your fruit or vegetable today?" This reminds them that they need to choose a fruit or vegetable, but lets them decide exactly which eligible item to choose. Supervising adults can also serve as healthy role models by talking about the healthy foods that they enjoy eating. Research shows that gentle encouragement works better than pressuring or bribing kids and teens to eat. Think about what helpful phrases you can use at breakfast or lunchtime in your school. Many people who work in school meals are concerned about food waste. No one wants to see healthy food go in the trash can. Keep in mind that some food waste is expected in the cafeteria, especially when new foods are offered, but there are steps we can take to reduce it. In addition to ensuring that everyone in the cafeteria understands the minimum foods required to make a reimbursable meal under the offer versus serve model, remember 3 components, 1 being a fruit or vegetable, here are some other tips you can try. Take what you want, eat what you take is a message that can be shared with students, especially in areas like self-serve salad bars. Encourage students to only take the amount of food they plan to eat so they don't end up throwing a lot away. Offer taste tests. When new dishes or items are added to the menu, offer small samples beforehand to give students a low-pressure chance to try it. This will both encourage them to try new foods and prevent them from taking a large portion of something they will not end up eating. Start a share table. Set up a station where students can return unopened, packaged foods or whole fruit from their school meal that they choose not to eat. Work with students to set up a composting and/or recycling system in the cafeteria. This will help divert food scraps or recyclable packages from the trash. Let's wrap up with 4 things you can do to be a healthy school lunch hero. Remind students that they have a choice. They can choose their 3 items as long as 1 is a fruit or veggie. Gently encourage students to try new foods. Be a healthy role model. And take steps to reduce food waste in the cafeteria. If you would like more information or resources about healthy school meals, here are a few ideas for places to look. If you'd like to look into reducing food waste at your school, check out RIDE's guidance on share tables and food donations. It can be found online on the Rhode Island Healthy Schools Coalition website, or the Food Waste Reduction Toolkit for Rhode Island Schools, which is available on the Rhode Island Schools Recycling Club website. If you're looking for free nutrition education materials, check out our SNAPED website, uri.edu/snaped. There you'll find downloadable handouts, recipes, and tip sheets, as well as healthy recipe and nutrition lesson videos. For a wealth of resources for school meals, including student and family engagement and access, and healthy school kitchen design, visit the Rhode Island Healthy Schools Coalition website. Lastly, you can check out Team Nutrition's long list of school meal promotion and nutrition education materials available at the website on your screen. Print and downloadable materials are available at no cost to schools that participate in USDA's child nutrition programs. Thank you so much for all you're doing to help keep students in your school nourished, energized, and ready to learn. If you'd like to learn more about the University of Rhode Island's SNAPED program, please visit our website. Many thanks to the Rhode Island Healthy Schools Coalition and the RIDE Child Nutrition Programs team for their support in making this video.